Now, the whole purpose of this video is to help you capitalize on the current environment within the market. This is for ecom brands, ecom founders, and even, quite frankly, anybody that is in the e-commerce space that is looking to increase profit from their ad spend. How can we utilize Q4 to sell off inventory that we need to sell off to increase not only our revenue targets, right? Not only hit that, but increase our net profit in that process, right? Capitalizing and getting to first order profitability when consumer behavior is at all time high. Now, I want to keep this video short and simple so that it's easy to digest and so that you can implement this into your business ASAP. So here we have a distribution of defining terms because this is pretty important for you to understand ultimately how can we pump out the most important factor that's going to increase net profit from our ads. Now, in the sales funnel, you have your advert, and that's the mechanism we're trying to utilize to get purchases for our products. Now, there's a layer to your advert, right? Or to the sales funnel. You have your advert, then you have your landing page, then you ultimately have the offer. The offer is probably the most important. That's what is distributed across from the advert to the landing page to the checkout process. So in that layer, we want to have a no-brainer offer, and we want first order profitability. So we don't typically do this with one single SKU. Maybe we have one single SKU with a gift with purchase as our front end offer, if our unit economics allows for it. Or we have two of our best hero SKUs, we bundle them together, we have a gross margin around 75%, and we're seeing around 10-15% net profit for every sale. So we're in the green. Now, when it comes to the first layer, the first impression, the first touch point, especially if we're targeting broad, these are unaware consumers, we have our angles. And this is what our ideal consumer profile, this is how we're targeting them. And as far as concepts, this is how we're layering these concepts. We distribute this as cross statics, GIFs, UGC, and then we have variations on top of that. Now, that's pretty simple in layman's terms, right? We have a concept that's in place. We distribute that with a static. Then we have a GIF. Then we invest into it with UGC, with more variations. Now, the internal guideline that I like to share with you is ultimately the Flywheel system that we incorporate across our portfolio. Because, yes, you can outsource to an advertising agency. Yes, you can pay a flat retainer to get X amount of assets, like 10 concepts, anywhere from 20-25 testable ads a month. You're looking at 5 to 6K in monthly retainers. But the mechanism that I've shared, especially you can follow me on Twitter here, but I've shared my reasoning why that typically doesn't work because there's no innovation. When you hire an agency, it's like they're paid to just throw random assets at the wall. And if you don't have a comprehensive media buying team, they're not going to relay information to get feedback to then make variations, to make iterations to winning creatives. So the protocol I'm sharing with you today is how we automate our creatives utilizing our Creative Flywheel system across our portfolio brands, where we can take a company that's around 350K in revenue, work with them in 90 days, and deliver and literally more than double their business just by simplifying the common mechanism that leads to net profit, especially if you're utilizing paid ads, which is we're testing concepts, we're expanding the ideal consumer profile, and instead of just a horizontal expansion, we're also going up the vertical. So we have a winner. We want to maximize that winner. I want to create 3-4 variations of said winner. If it's a static, I want to create 3 to 4 variations. Then I want to test this concept into a GIF. And if that works, expand vertically, then expand horizontally. Then I want to invest into UGC. I want to take this concept and distribute this across content creators with UGC. And when I have a winning concept, when I'm testing a hypothesis, there's layers to variables we can move, right? We have a hook. That's the first impression if you're shooting a video ad. You have a problem-felt solution, introduction of the product, features with unique selling points. the demonstration of the product in action, so this is common like B-roll footage, benefits, desired end result, and then of course your call to action. Now, this alone could be a minute 30 video. And then you can condense this using the modular framework to where now you can cut out, you can trim the fat. Now you can just have hook, problem, failed solution, call to action. Hook, problem, failed solution, demonstration, call to action. Hook, problem, call to action. Hook, problem, call to action, features, unique selling point, and then maybe another soft call to action, right? You could take a minute video, make it 45 seconds, 35 seconds, 25 seconds, even 10 seconds. And in this variation test, if you're using meta ads in a CBO environment, you're going to have distribution where your budget mainly goes to winners. And then the main pain point here is that it doesn't require you to outsource to an agency, because the agency, quite frankly, is using the same system. How do I know this? Because I come from an agency background. I used to run an agency. And what I'm doing now is just helping brands build in-house for exits, right? That's what brands are building towards. That's the North Star. And all you need is a creative strategist, somebody who's responsible for market research, development, and of said creative concepts, an editor that handles post-production / iterations, maybe a creative coordinator at scale when you have around 10 to 15 winning concepts. And then, like I said, these are statics, quite frankly. Then you can hire a creative coordinator to invest into finding paid actors. But we want to centralize production with automations via ClickUp here, because quite frankly, creative strategist comes in, moves the concepts at the stage, notifications get sent in Slack, and then the creative team or the media buying team is aware, or the editor is aware of post-production, sends that to the founder or the CMO, whoever's in charge of making sure the content's on brand. And then from there, that gets sent to the media buying team to launch said ads, and it's just on autopilot, rinse, repeat. So week over week, there's a date, right? Let's say Monday or Tuesday is when concepts get approved. Friday is when ads, or Thursday is when ads get launched. We give it a full week, but we have concepts on the back end running. And then now, once we have some layers to it, pretty much, we're looking at what worked, what didn't work, what are the reasons behind that, and then, like I said, building up vertically, scaling horizontally. Now, I want to keep this video short. If you want to see similar results here, like one of our portfolios from our recent case studies, you can check out scalevelocity.io. I help brands get set up for exits by building in-house. You can read my 34-page white paper thesis on the importance of the current economic downturn and why you should look to build in-house. But quite frankly, the benefits not only of building in-house are from moving away from agencies who don't care about you, but the benefits of building in-house allows you to, if you want to ever exit your company, you have a decent multiple to do that, because that's what investors are looking for. That's what people that are buying eCom brands, anybody in the M&A space, that's what they're looking for. Lean profitability, internal team, front-end profitability, strong LTV, reduction in churn. That's it. So if you want the exact process, you can book a call, and quite frankly, we'll introduce this system into your business so that you can get set up for an exit. If there's any questions, comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.